Afternoon, everybody. I thought I'd come out and do an update. If you don't want to get bummed out or possibly even cry, this is probably not a video you're going to want to watch. I probably won't get through this without having to stop. It's that bad. What a bizarre twist in this, what I'm going to try to talk about too. I'm Mr. Casey and Gypsy. My jackass Mr. Oswald snuck out today because Angel farted around going out the door, and I do not like letting Mr. Oswald go out because I don't want anything to happen to him. Alright, as you can see, it's actually rainy. We've had the warmest weather. It's unbelievable, and I'll take it because we're not using very much propane, which is really cool. And even not using much propane, I don't have to screw around with the fire because it's just not that cold. So where do I even start? I guess I'll start with me. Yesterday I went for my second infusion treatment, which fortunately is no big deal. Some people have side effects from it, but I have zero that I've noticed anyways. So I feel pretty good today, definitely, considering what I have. Right now I actually just feel a little bit off balance. It would still be very easy to deny that I have brain cancer, or put it that way. Although there's been a few days in the last couple weeks since I checked in with you guys that I was like, man, if this continues, I don't want to live like this. It was just horrible having to hold on to the walls while I'm walking. And even this morning I thought, well, Tracy's having a hard time with her knee, so I jokingly got my walker and put it in the kitchen. I'm like, hey, I got this if you should need it. Ha ha ha, real freaking funny. But I also brought it out for me because my back, there's a new pain that I've gotten. I don't know if this is cancer pain. I went to the pain clinic a couple weeks ago, or maybe 10 days now, something like that, and told him what was going on, and he sent me for x-rays on my back. But I'm getting this pain in my back, and it goes all across the middle of my back. And this morning the same pain was in my right elbow, and man, it's a 10 out of 10. It just knocks you off your feet. If you got to be near somewhere to sit down. I've been walking out to the garage and had to stop and lean over on something. And they don't know what's causing it. I haven't got the report on the x-ray yet, so don't know. I have to go for a scan to get another MRI on my brain done early mid-January, I believe it is. I got so many freaking appointments I couldn't even tell you what's what anymore. So the doctors yesterday at my appointment, my infusion, they wanted to talk to me before I sat down in a chair for my infusion, so we had to go talk to the nurses and whatever, and they were just, doing their usual questions and all this stuff. And then the one woman, she came out and she goes, well, I gotta tell you, she goes, as good as you are now, this is as good as you're ever going to be. You're going to have to get used to this. This is going to be your new normal. Well, my new normal, if I were driving a car and I got out of the driver's seat and there happened to be a cop sitting a couple cars over, and he would happen to watch me walk in this particular business or whatever and walk back out and then drive off, guarantee you he would pull me over if he watched me walk, because my balance sucks. It's really hard to walk a straight line now, and which is bizarre because I still feel pretty good. I still feel 90% normal most of the time, but like 2 mornings ago I was really, really bad. I guess it just depends, stress can cause this. Swelling on the brain is the main factor. I have not taken any steroids in I couldn't even tell you, 3 weeks or more. They gave me 10 pills over a month ago, and I still have 3 of them left. Don't care to take them. It screws up my sleeping. I had someone tell me I looked fat. Yeah, me, fat, go figure. But it puffed up my face. It really, really did. So, but I'm doing as good as can be expected, guys. That's all I can say. We know what the eventual outcome is going to be, and that sucks. That just sucks. And I believe these treatments I'm getting, I think they only do 6 of them, and I had my second yesterday, so, and they're every 3 weeks, so I'll find out more about that and let you know. You guys are not going to believe this next story. This happened to us and my neighbor Matt. I believe we've talked about Matt before. Matt has Midnight the black cat, and Matt lives alone. Matt lives in the little, you can see part of the brown house over there to the left. Just to the left of those windows are Matt's. Those 3 windows. But anyways, this sucks for us too, guys. I lost my... Hang on. Alright, I think I can do this. We lost our Mr. Wizzy on Wednesday. I believe it was. No, it was... I'm sorry, I don't know. I thought it was Wednesday, but I'm not sure. My days, every day, if someone told me something happened, I could say, well, that was 3 days ago, and they'll be like, no, that was yesterday, so my days are screwed up. But anyways, Carl offered to take Wizzy in because he saw how horrible Wizzy looked. In the last 2 weeks, Wizzy really started getting skinny, although he was still eating, and we were making sure we were feeding him Fancy Feast because we noticed he was like getting skinny. So we were watching him eating Fancy Feast, which he was chowing, and then he chowed the food that we give everybody every night, some mixed food, and his belly blew up. That was the worst thing. His belly blew up like a pregnant female. And Carl was like, I said, well, Carl, I can't do anything till payday, till the beginning of the 3rd. I said, I just can't. I feel horrible for Wizzy, and he's laying on my lap every day, and he's sleeping on top of Tracy every night. So we ended up taking him in because Carl said, I'll pay for it. I can't take him. I don't want to see him suffer. And I don't think he was suffering too much, but it had to have been very uncomfortable for him. So I don't know. He was still affectionate, talkative, you know, rubbing on us and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, he had mouth cancer, of all things. We saw Dr. Brenda this time. She went right to his mouth. I guess that's standard for them to look at the mouth. Why didn't I think of that? Not that we could have done nothing about it, but yes, he had mouth cancer. Not horribly, but it was very noticeable. His belly, she thinks he just developed, it could be a cancer like Shadow. The same thing happened to Shadow and Salem, actually. Salem had a whole bunch of tumors. I think Shadow, Doc Pohl thought it was a blockage, and I believe that was a tumor too. So all 3 of the black cats, Wizzy, Shadow, and Salem, all ended up having tumors. So Doc Brenda said, I would suggest that you humanely euthanize him so he won't have to suffer through this. So we lost our Mr. Wizzy. The most bizarre part about this is Mr. Wizzy was going on 14 years old. And the reason I brought up our neighbor Matt over there is because I noticed Matt was there. I saw his truck in the parking lot, and I told Tracy, I said, I'm like 99% sure that's Matt's truck out there. I hope Midnight's okay. And we went in and we did our business, and I was trying to watch for Matt and stuff. And I saw him walking out carrying a cardboard box. And I went to one of the girls that works there. I said, that I'm assuming is Midnight in the box? And she goes, yeah, his visit didn't have a good outcome. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? While we were in the room having Wizzy put down, Matt was in the room having Midnight put down. Midnight and Wizzy were both 14 years old. I mean, we both got them right around the same time. What is the odds of that, guys? 2, people that live a stone's throw distance apart, having to have both their black cats put down. And I bet you it was within 15 minutes of each other. It could have even been within 5 minutes of each other, but definitely within 15. And Matt, Matt lives alone. Matt's not not to say he's unstable or anything, but he's known to have, he had issues in the past. And I knew he was going to take it hard, so I went over to the car, over to his truck, and I was crying, and I'm like motioning from the roll the window down. I'm like, Matt, I'm so sorry. I said, we just had to put our Wizzy down. I said, I can't freaking believe this, Matt. They're both 14 years old, and what's the odds, of you and I both losing the cat so close together? And like, just freaking unbelievable. Totally unbelievable. And Matt didn't have the means to have him cremated, and I didn't have the means to offer to help him pay for to have him cremated. And so I don't know, but I just hope Matt's okay. Because I'm not. I miss that cat. Big time. So now we're down to 12, guys, if you can believe that. Never thought that would happen, and we still got 4 or 5 that are over 10 that are like actually probably 12, so, or more. So I don't know. And I've been not feeling so great, though. Like I said, I have on and off days. Today's one of my good days, actually, so been out in the garage a little bit playing around, but I haven't felt like it the last few days, and just been depressed, guys. That every week that goes by now with this crap is 1 week less I'm going to be around, and it's really, really freaking hard. I'm over 7 weeks, almost 8 weeks into something I was given. They told me originally if I didn't have surgery I'd be around, and Tracy could probably correct this in the comments. I think they only said 6 weeks or so if I didn't have surgery. So obviously it's a very aggressive cancer. I never got a prognosis if I had surgery, but we're 7 months, almost 8 months into something. There was something about 6 months. I do remember that. So, but I don't believe it had anything to do with surgery. It was like 6 months max if you didn't have surgery. So yeah, it's pretty bad. So I feel very fortunate to still be here. But like, before it was easy to wake up and deny it and like, whatever's going to happen ain't going to happen for quite some time. Well, now that quite some time has caught up to me. It's not so easy to just wake up in the morning and go la-di-da-di-da and go through my day. It's the first effing thing I think of every morning. Like, how many days, how many weeks do I got left? How many, maybe even a month? I don't know. As aggressive as this crap is, and as much as I've gone downhill in the last month, it's like, well, what the hell? I mean, there's been a couple days here that I thought, wow, is this how it goes? And it is how it goes. It's you slowly lose memory and your cognitive function, and short-term memory is the first thing to go. Well, I'm having a problem with walking in a room and going, why did I walk in here? And I'm listening to so many people around me going, oh, I do that all the time. I don't know why people feel the need to justify something. Your memory loss has nothing or any comparison to having a brain tumor memory loss. I just don't get it. And when I told another person about how much my back was hurting, oh my God, this cancer is doing something. It's a new pain, guys. I never had this type of pain in my back before. Oh yeah, I got back pain like that too. And it's like, why do people have to try to justify this? Are they afraid of it or something? I don't get it. But it don't matter what I'm talking about with this battle of mine. They always do that. I don't know. But I better get in. My camera is getting wet. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. My next treatment is not for another 3 weeks, I think. So, but after the way I feel right now, even compared to the way I felt when I woke up, I'm like, wow, this is very promising. Because the first treatment, it was 2 days after when I got the most benefit, I should say. And this treatment was done, what is today, Friday? Was done Wednesday. So yeah, this is 2 days out too. And I took it easy yesterday. I did not do anything. So I gave the medicine a chance to do its thing. Y'all will be proud of me. I have not been on any ladder since way back when we were talking about me being on a ladder. I've not gotten on a ladder. I haven't even been out in the garage hardly working. So I've been trying to take it easy, but I'm not going to quit, guys. I just cannot. If I stop, I'm done. I can't let depression and whatever stop me, because if I just sit in my freaking chair thinking about this stuff, I'll be done. So working on stuff, projects, tinkering, whatever you want to call it, that's my therapy. So we love you, Mr. Wizzy. I'll put some video up of him for you guys and a few pictures. I don't have a whole lot. I have to go digging, but I do have some. Thanks for watching. I had to show you guys this. I came in the bathroom to dry my hair and shave, and this is my buddy Mr. Wizzy. He's like on my lap when I'm in the chair. He's on top of me when I'm sleeping at night. Follows me everywhere. Just can't get his darn eyes to show. Wizzy. I know it's not the most beautiful background here, but that's where he chooses to sit while I shave and dry my hair. Are you hungry? Is that a yes or no? What you doing, Mr. Wizzy? Is that right? What's that, Willow Willow? Mr. Wizzy does not like being in the house the last week or so. Just insists on going outside.